Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now next is irrational numbers.
Ma'am, can you tell answers for this one?
Yes, ma'am. Can we solve the paper first?
So students have already uploaded.
Yes, ma'am, uploaded.
Ma'am, can I upload in the form of JPG because the PDF app is not working properly?
JPG I can't correct. For me, correction of JPG not possible. Because in Google Classroom only PDF can be corrected.
Okay, ma'am, I'll try.
You send me on my number, WhatsApp number, and then try to upload it in Google,
Okay, ma'am.
but the same file. Don't worry, we will continue at the end only. Irrational numbers. So irrational numbers, again gone. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought again gone. Okay, irrational numbers, we have seen the criteria to check the irrational numbers are. First criteria is about decimal expansion. That is, decimal expansions are of the type non-terminating and non-recurring. All such numbers are decimal expansions are of the kind non-terminating and non-recurring are all irrational numbers. This is a basic criteria to check the numbers are irrational or not. So the non-terminating and non-recurring means 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, dot, dot, dot. That means it is non-terminating and as well
I
as
can't come.
there are only 2 digits, but the same sequence is not followed. Every time the sequence is different. So therefore, this is called non-terminating and non-recurring. So all such numbers we call as irrational numbers. Clear? And the another criteria is square root of a, where a is non-perfect square. That is square root of 2. 2 is a non-perfect square. Square root of 3, square root of 5, square root of 7, square root of 11, so on. So square root of any non-perfect square is a square root. What?
Ma'am, a question. Can I ask?
One second, let me explain only and then you can ask. I will give you time. So root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11. So these are all non-perfect squares. 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11 are non-perfect square. So square root of all these numbers are also of the form. If we try to find the decimal value of all these, you will get non-terminating and non-recurring. Therefore, all these numbers are also considered as irrational numbers. Clear the 2 criteria? Yes, Arshan, you can ask now.
Ma'am, it might be silly, but what's non-perfect square?
The number which is not a perfect square is non-perfect square. Okay, now in this part, the last part of the chapter, you have to prove that root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11 are irrational numbers. So first part is proof that root 2 is irrational. For this proving, you need to know 3 things, 3 theorems we actually call it as. Can you turn on your camera, please? So for root 2 is irrational, what the things we have to understand, the things we have to consider, that is any rational number. The numbers, which numbers we call as rational numbers?
Numbers that can be expressed as
3 by 2
3
form.
3 by 2
Where P and Q are integers.
Where
They
Q
are-
is not equal 0.
Okay,
And
and
Q is a co-prime.
P and Q both.
Ma'am, uploaded.
Okay. So where the number, the rational number is that number which can be written in the form P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are co-primes. Co-primes means in between them there should not be, they are always in the simplest form. They both of them could not get divided by any similar number rather than 1. That means HCF of P and Q should be 1. Then only P and Q, P by Q form is considered as a rational number. Clear? This is the one criteria. And the second criteria is if P square is divisible by any prime number, divisible by A is a prime number. If a square of P is a number, square of any number is completely divisible by A, then square root of P square, that is P, is also divisible by A. This property we need to use. Square of any number. So suppose, for example, 36 is divisible by which prime numbers?
2, 3.
2, 3. So square root of 36 is 6. 6 is divisible by 2 and 3 both. Right? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So any square numbers' prime factors are the prime factors of the square root of that number as well. Clear? So these two properties we have to use in proving root 2 as irrational number. Now here we need to use method of contradiction. Don't write anything. First listen, understand, and then write. I will give you sufficient time to write it. Okay. Now here is a method of contradiction we have to use. Method of contradiction means we have to consider something and we have to prove ourselves wrong. First we need to consider something and finally we need to prove ourselves wrong. So that is what we call as contradiction. Able to understand what do you mean by contradiction?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
First, we will consider root 2 as, so here, first we will consider that root 2 is rational. And by some methods, we will prove that root 2 is not rational. So if it is not rational, that means what it is?
Irrational.
It is an irrational number. So how to prove that root 2 is, we have to consider first, that is root 2 is rational. And we have to prove root 2 is not rational. For that, we have to use let root 2 be rational number. So therefore, root 2 can be written in the form P by Q. We can write root 2 is equal to P by Q. We can write because it is rational number. That means it can be expressed in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers. Q is not equal to 0 and they are co-prime. HCF of P and Q is 1. So that means they are co-prime numbers. Now this is what is important to say, that any rational number is rational because P and Q should be co-prime numbers. If we are able to prove that HCF of P and Q is not 1, then we can say that the given P by Q form is not a rational number. Able to understand? So what we have to prove? We have considered P by Q is a rational number. So therefore, P and Q's HCF is 1. That means P and Q are co-prime numbers. They cannot be divided by any number other than 1. This statement we have to prove wrong. So now next step is root 2 is equal to P by Q, squaring both the sides. After squaring both sides, what we will get? Root 2 square is 2, P square by Q square. So can we write P square is equal to 2 into Q square? Can we write this way?
Yes, ma'am.
So p
Yes,
square is equal to 2 into q square. So 2 is a factor of p square.
Hmm.
It's 2 factor of because p square is written as 2 into q into q. That means 2 is a factor of p square.
Yes, ma'am.
So therefore, p square is divisible by 2. So just now we have taken the second statement as this is a theorem. If p square is divisible by a, then p is also divisible by a. So if p square is divisible by 2, then what can we write?
P is also
P is
divisible
also
by
divisible
2.
by 2.
P is also divisible by 2. So suppose P is divisible by 2, that means there is something quotient. So suppose when P is divided by 2, we got a number that is a quotient as M. Just now we have seen P is also divisible by 2. So we tried dividing P with 2, we get the quotient M. Then it can be written as P is equal to 2M. Now squaring both sides, we will get P square is equal to 4M square. P square is equal to 2Q square. This is equation 1. And P square is equal to 4M square is equation 2. So from 1 and 2, what we can infer?
Q square is equal to 4M square.
2Q square is equal to 4M square, right? Simplify. This 2 will be transferred to RHS. Then what we will get? Q square is equal to
2M square.
2m square.
2M square. Now Q square's factor is 2. That means Q
Yes.
square is divisible by 2. Therefore, Q is also divisible by 2. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So here what we have seen, P is divisible by 2. And just now we have proved Q is also divisible by 2. This means
P and Q have a common factor.
This means
But
P
it
and
is
Q
not.
both are divisible by 2. So therefore, P and Q are not co-primes. If they are not co-primes, that means P by Q is not
Rational.
Rational number.
rational. Therefore, our supposition is wrong. And therefore, root 2 is not rational. So if it is not rational, that means it is,
Rational.
therefore, root 2 is irrational. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Able to understand, everyone?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am.
Solve 2-3 times, then you will understand how to write it down properly. Able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Try writing
Ma'am,
and reading
what
again.
is the name of the law that says that if P square is divisible
That
by
is
8?
theorem only. As a theorem only they have given it in book. It is
Is this-
axiom. Actually, it is axiom.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you scroll a little bit up?
Okay, which part you want to write? Here? From this
Yes,
side or
ma'am.
lower one?
Up from up itself.
Ma'am, don't we have to prove the second criteria?
No,
Like-
no need to prove.
Ma'am, could you scroll down, please?
I'm just 2 minutes.
Atish,
Yes, ma'am.
you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Mohit, understood? Mohit, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I didn't understand the part where P is also divisible by 2. Then why did we take P by 2 as M?
Because P is divided by 2, so there will be another quotient.
Okay, ma'am. So we have just taken away.
Taking as another, when the 36 is divided by 2, you are getting the quotient as 18, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But when 36 is square root is 6, 6 is divided by 2, quotient is different, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you scroll a bit down?
Lakshya, Lochin, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Navika,
Yes, ma'am.
understood?
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Where do we absent yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Vijay?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Absent last 2 classes. Soumya, are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If completed, you can prove root 3 is irrational. Some exactly same way.
Next, we have to do the
Root
questions
three.
in the textbook.
Yeah. Prove root 3, root 5, root 7 as irrational numbers.
Okay, ma'am.
Exactly same way.
Ma'am, root 3 and root 7, right?
Yeah. Right now, root 3, prove it first, then root 5.
Ma'am, supposition and assumption is the same, right?
Yeah. Supposition or our assumption is wrong. Whatever we have assumed.
In the textbook, it is given as prove that root 3, root 5, and root 11 as rational numbers.
Okay, so all root 7 also, root 11 also they can ask.
Okay, so should I do all the 5 of them?
Yeah, right now root 3, root 5 you do. Then root 7, root 11 homework.
Ma'am, will they ask like big numbers?
No, till root 11.
Like 3-digit.
Root 11, till root 11 only.
Ma'am,
Yes.
so in the exam, they'll ask a direct question like prove that root 3 is irrational.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, how many marks can this come for?
3.
Okay.
Ma'am, is any number like root 13 or something asked or only till 11?
No, root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11, that's it. Root 11 also they have not asked.
Okay, ma'am.
Till root 7 they have asked. Deepika and Jay, have you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Jay, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood?
Ma'am, I finished root 3.
Root 3, then root 5.
Ma'am, can we write all are same as above?
Write it down for practice.
Ma'am, root 5 done.
Okay.
Ma'am, after root 7, we have to do 11 also, right?
Yeah, that is homework. If completed root 3, root 5, tell me. We need to go to the next part.
Done, ma'am.
Everyone completed root 3 and root 5?
2 minutes.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, now can we discuss the question paper?
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Aishwarya, you have not uploaded the file yet.
I did, ma'am.
No, I didn't receive it.
It's in my dad's name, Bijumo.
Yeah, there it is not.
It's not?
No, I
One
could not
minute.
receive that.
Oh, 1 minute, ma'am. I'll
And
just
Suranda,
ask.
yours also I couldn't. Suranda, I have not received yours. Okay, fine. Now next type of questions, that is the arithmetic operations between any rational and irrational number. So any addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division between two rational numbers will be
Rational.
Rational.
plus, minus, multiplication, division between rational numbers.
Then it's rational.
They are always result is rational number, right? Now any thing between rational and irrational.
It's
Rational
always irrational.
Irrational.
and irrational. Addition, multiplication, subtraction, division between rational and irrational is always irrational. And any operation, arithmetic operation between two irrational numbers.
Rational.
Maybe irrational, maybe rational.
irrational?
So two irrational number, it can be addition between two, subtraction, multiplication, or division. It depends. It can be maybe rational or irrational. For example, if you add root 2 plus root 2, what you will get?
2 times root.
2 root 2, which is a irrational number. Root 2 is irrational. This root 2 is also irrational. and 2 root 2 is also irrational. The sum of two terms is irrational. Sum of two irrationals, here we got irrational. But what if we do 5 plus root 2 and 5 minus root 2 are added? Then
It is a rational.
this root 2 and minus root 2 cancel. Answer is 10. So 10 is a rational number. So here we got result irrational. And here we got the result rational. Clear? These relations clear? Now we have to prove this kind of a relation. That is, any operation, any arithmetic operation between a rational and irrational is always irrational. So how to prove that? Okay, 1 second. Write down this point. Okay. So now we have to prove. You have written?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I uploaded again.
Yes, I received.
You received, ma'am?
Yes, I received.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now we have to prove a rational number and irrational number. The addition between them or subtraction, multiplication or division between them, we have to prove it irrational. For example, suppose we need to prove 5 plus, prove that 5 plus root 2 is irrational. So somewhat method different. Now we have to prove 5 plus root 2 is irrational. Here also we have to use method of contradiction. So we have to consider 5 plus root 2 as rational number. Let 5 plus root 2 be rational. Therefore, 5 plus root 2 we can write in the form p by q, where p and q are integers. Q is not equal to 0 and HCF of P and Q is 1. That is, they are co-prime numbers. Now what we have to do is we have to keep this root 2 one side and remaining all rational numbers on other side by simple method transposition. So this is root 2. This 5 here, it is the addition. So it will transfer to RHS as how it gets?
Subtraction.
So it will be
Subtraction.
P by Q minus 5. Now simplify this. P minus 5Q by Q. That is equal to root 2. Now here, P5. Just now you have seen any arithmetic operation between two rational numbers is always rational. It is always
Yes, sir.
rational. So P and Q are integers and 5 is also a number. So the any operation, that is here subtraction we have done, multiplication we have done, and division we have done. So rational numbers is any arithmetic operation will give the result
Rational.
Rational number.
this
Rational
is
number.
rational number, right? But root 2 is,
Irrational.
we have just now proved root 2 is irrational. So what we are trying to do? irrational number we are proving equal to rational number. Is it possible?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, which is impossible. That means it is not possible. So therefore, our assumption or our supposition is wrong. What we have used, supposed, or we have assumed that root 5 plus root 2 is rational. So that is wrong. So what it should be? Therefore, 5 plus root 2 is irrational. It's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now here, there are the actual question asked two different ways. One is directly they can ask you, prove that 5 plus root 2 is irrational. And second is, given that root 2 is irrational, then prove that five plus root 2 is irrational. What is the difference between these two?
Nothing.
They already gave that root 2 is irrational in the question itself.
And here, and this question.
It's not given.
So that means
So
what we need to do?
We need to prove 2 as irrational.
So in this case, directly when they have given proof that 5 plus root 2 is irrational, at that time, here when you reach to this stage, root 2 is equal to p minus 5q by q. After that, you have to prove root 2 is irrational. Here I have directly considered root 2 as irrational. But
And
you
after
have
that,
to
we have
prove
to
it.
say, we can say that one is
Irrational is
irrational and
equal-
the other is rational.
Rational, yeah. One root 2 is irrational, but p minus 5q by q is rational. So we are trying to equate rational number with irrational number, which is not possible. Clear? So this is the difference between these two questions. If the question is asked, prove that 5 plus root 2 is irrational, then you have to prove root 2 as irrational. That proving what you have done before this, that you have to write again. And in this case, no need to prove. Directly whatever I have written, that much is answered.
Can I
Yes.
do like this? First, I'll prove that root 2 is irrational. Then I'll state that any rational number added with irrational is irrational, like that.
That you have to show that by assumptions.
Okay, ma'am.
Because from this only they have proved that is any operation between any arithmetic operation between the rational and irrational is irrational.
And ma'am, are we supposed to do question number 84?
Yeah, now those questions. Continue.
Even in that, we have to prove that root 2 is irrational or root of 7 or 5.
Yes, it is. Now, next question, sir. All the cases, what should be our aim is to write one side. You have to take a irrational number, and all the rational numbers we have to transfer it to other side. So the next questions, let me open. Now we have to prove all these relations, these all mathematical operation between rational and irrational is irrational that we have to prove. In this case, first case, what we will do? 2 root 2. I'm not writing all the steps. I'm only showing you the method. It is equal to P by Q. So keep root 2 here and 2 transfer it to other side. So root 2 is irrational and P by 2Q is rational. So we are trying to equate rational and irrational, which is wrong. Our assumption is wrong. Therefore, 2 root 2 is irrational number. Exactly similar way, you have to keep trying. Okay. Right now, don't prove root 2, root 5 as irrational number. In exam that you have to do. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so try fast. Quickly complete these 8 questions.
Ma'am, the B part, we have to do it like we did the first type of
Directly
question.
reciprocal. No. Directly take the reciprocal. 1 by root 2 is equal to P by Q. Then they take the reciprocal.
Okay,
Q by
ma'am.
P is equal to root 2. Q by P is rational. Root 2 is irrational. Everyone understood how to do? Anyone still
Yes,
facing
ma'am.
problem?
No, ma'am.
Understood, ma'am.
Mom, in the next class, could you please again explain that question, like the product of three consecutive positive integers? I'm a
So
bit
that
confused.
I will try to do when you will be offline.
Yes, ma'am.
Online it is difficult.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Three plus root 2 is same as 5 plus root 2. 5 plus 3 root 2 is
5 to 3 root 2 irrational.
is p by q. Then 3 root 2 is equal to p by q minus 5. Then p minus 5q by q is equal to 3 root 2. So root 2 is equal to p minus 5q by 3q. Root 2 is irrational, p minus 5q by 3q is rational.
Ma'am, for 2 root 7, it'll be
2 by
root
root 7.
Yeah, 2 by root 7 will be like root 7 is equals to p by q into 1 by 2, right?
No, let us take the reciprocal. Root 7 by 2 is equal to q by p. Then root 7 is equal to 2q by p.
Ma'am, I didn't get it.
Cross multiply. Otherwise, 2 by root 7 is equal to p by q. Cross multiply.
2 cube by p, p root 7.
2q is equal to p root
P
7.
root 7.
So root 7 is equal to
2 cube by p is equals to root 7. Okay.
Done? Have you completed?
Ma'am, for the last one, under root 2 equals P by 5Q, right?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, done.
Ma'am, can you explain the F question? The 3 by 2 rule.
Cross multiply.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Prithvi completed? Atish?
Completed, ma'am.
Wait a second.
Prithvi?
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Prithvi, are you there? No sound. Mohit, have you completed?
Ma'am, I'm almost done.
Okay. Vijay, Vaibhavi, Tanisha,
Done, ma'am. Done, ma'am.
Vijay,
Yes, ma'am. Almost, almost.
Siddharth,
Done, ma'am.
And we have in this question, I think so. We have to take root plus root 3 is equal to P by Q and then square the both sides.
but no. No.
Ma'am, in this, should we prove that root 2 and root 3 is irrational and so on?
The sum of two irrational number cannot be always irrational. It can be rational or can be irrational. Everyone completed?
Yes, ma'am.
So now see, this is another important question. In this, both of them are irrational numbers. Earlier, whatever you have solved, in this one is rational, another one is irrational. Rational, irrational, rational, irrational. So everything, whatever the number you have seen, it is the product, sum, division, or multiplication of rational and irrational number. But in this case, both of them are irrational number. Then how to prove it is irrational? So here method is also the same method of contradiction. So here let root 2 plus root 3 be rational. Therefore, root 2 plus root 3 is equal to P by Q. Now in this case, instead of direct squaring, take root 3 on another side and then square. Or either of them, you have to transfer it to other side. I will keep root 3 this side and P by Q minus root 2 I will take. Anyone we can take, doesn't matter. Now squaring both the sides. Because we have to remove both. There are two irrational numbers. We have to convert to only one irrational number. So squaring both the sides, root 3's square is 3
3.
is equal to p by q minus root 2 whole square. Open bracket, p square by q square plus 2 minus 2 root 2 p by q is equal to 3, right? Clear this one? A square plus b square minus 2ab. Now try to take out all the rational numbers on other side. Now here only root 2 is irrational. All other numbers are rational. So we have to transfer all these rational numbers on our LHS. So first 3 minus 2 minus p square by q square. This is equal to minus 2 root 2 p by q. It's clear?
Ma'am.
Then 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus p square by q square is equal to minus 2 root 2 p by q. So this will be q square minus p square by q square is equal to minus 2 root 2 p by q. Now p by q and 2 transfer it to other side. Q square minus p square by q square into q by minus 2p is equal to root 2. Clear this step?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this q, one q get cancelled. So we're left with q square minus p square minus 2pq is equal to root 2. So this side everything is rational and root 2 is irrational. So again we are trying to prove rational is equal to irrational, which is wrong, which is not possible. So our assumption is wrong and therefore root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So here always remember, don't directly take the square. Now what will happen? Part Y I told you wrong. Your method is also right. Then root 2 plus root 3, when you square it, what will happen? 2 plus 3 plus 2 root 6 you will get, right? So for root 6, proving root 6 as an irrational number with the method what we have learned beginning today, that will not work.
Okay, ma'am.
Why it will not work?
Because that there are two factors, most of which we are doing are prime numbers.
Prime numbers only.
6
It's
is a
6
composite one.
composite one, just like p square is divisible by, you will get one number that is divisible by 6, right? If you take root 6 as a this one number, 1 second everyone. Here, what you got? If we take the root 6, we have to prove root 6 as irrational number. So we'll take here root 6 is equal to p by q. So 6 is equal to p square by q square. So p square is equal to 6q square, right? So that
Yes,
means we
ma'am.
can write p square is divisible by 6. Then how can we say that is p is also divisible by 6?
Yes, ma'am.
We can't say that. Therefore, we can't prove root 6 as a rational number with this method. With that method, only square root of prime numbers we can prove.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Scroll
Yes.
down. Ma'am, can you scroll down?
Who's trying to?
A little bit more, ma'am. I just need to see the last step. That's it.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes, Prithvi.
Yes, ma'am. That time I was not able to unmute.
Okay. Understood.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, for for root 2 plus root 3, we have to prove irrational. Can't we like prove individually then
We have seen that is the sum or difference or multiplication or division of two irrational number cannot be always irrational. It can be rational as well. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So therefore we can't tell directly that is root 2 is irrational, root 3 is irrational, therefore sum of those two is irrational. No, because sum of two irrational number can be rational as well. Now can you solve the remaining questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly similar ones. Okay. Yeah, what is today's paper? Completed everyone?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Not paper, this writing part, have you finished?
Yes, ma'am.
That also, ma'am.
No, ma'am. 2 minutes. Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, understood everyone? Still anyone has any doubt?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, okay. Yeah, today's paper now. So explain why this number are composite numbers. It actually is a composite number. And that you have to take 5
5
common,
common.
then 5 into 1009 you will get it. So number has other more than
More
two
than two
factors, therefore it is composite number. HCF of smallest composite number and smallest prime number.
4 and 2.
2 and 4.
4
4
and
and
2.
2.
So HCF is 2.
2.
HCF of A and B.
HCF is
XY square.
XY square.
X, Y square, least exponent of common numbers. So X and Y both are common, and that the least value is X and Y square. So HCF is XY square, and LCM is highest exponent.
X
of
cube by
and
cube.
Y
XY
cube.
cube.
Then if the HCF of 408 and 1032 is expressed in the form this, then the value of P you will get 5.
Minus
5.
Minus 5.
Minus 5. Then checking this whether it is a terminating or non-terminating.
Non-terminating.
64
First
by
one.
455 is non-terminating. And
Because
15
it has
by
13 and
1600
7. That's
is-
terminating.
This is terminating.
Terminating.
Then Euclid's division algorithm to find the
Ma'am,
HCF
what was
of
the
these
decimal
two.
expansion for second one?
I have not done.
0.0009.
0.00937.
Places. I think so it is 6 places you're getting.
Yes, ma'am. 6
Yes,
places.
ma'am.
Okay, then next is HCF of 4052 and 12576.
4.
It's 4. No, it is 4.
Ma'am,
It's
if the
4.
last answer you get wrong, though you mean the whole 2 marks is gone?
Yes.
Ma'am, this one had some 7. You have to go 7 times to finally get 4.
Yeah, it is longer. I think.
I almost thought I had got the wrong answer.
Then next, a sweet seller has 420 Kaju Barfis and 130 Badam Barfi. She wants to stack them in such a way that each stack has same number and they take up the least area of the tray. What is the maximum number of Barfis that can be placed in each stack?
HCF.
HCF of
Yeah.
these two, that is
10.
10.
10.
10 is the answer.
Ma'am, should we write last statement?
Yes, you have to write.
Like
So
each
there will
stack
be
has 10
each stack
burpees.
has 10 Barfis.
Okay.
Check
Ma'am,
whether there is yeah.
If we can just write 10 burpees, like this implies that 10 burpees.
Yes, that can be written, but at the end, always now onwards, keep writing habit of writing the conclusion statement for all word problems, only necessary for word problems. Okay. Check
Yes,
whether there is any value of n for which 4 to the power n ends with the digit 0.
Ma'am, for it to end with 0, it should have 2 and 5 as
2 and
common.
Factors.
2 and 5 factors. But it
Factors.
has only 2 to the power n as factor. So, and fundamental theorem of arithmetic, prime factorization is unique. So it never ends with 0.
Yes, right. In a school, there are 2 sections, A and B of class X, the class 10th. There are 48 students in section A and 60 students in section B. Determine the least number of books required for the library of the school so that the books can be distributed equally among all students of each section.
LCM.
LCM.
LCM of 48 and 60.
240.
It will come
240.
240. Then the largest number that will divide 398, 436, 542, leaving remainders 7, 11, and 15 respectively.
17.
17.
You have to
17.
subtract these numbers, the remainders from the numbers, and then find the HCF. Show that any positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. So you have to show 4 cases.
Remainders.
Yes, ma'am, the
We don't know.
remainders.
Yeah. Find the largest number which divides 615, 963, leaving remainder 6 in each case.
87.
87.
87.
87 is the answer. So you have to subtract 6 from both of them and then find the HCF of those. And the 13th one, what would be the
Seven.
least possible number
7
of?
meter is the
7
maximum
meters.
length.
7.
What is the question they have asked?
Ma'am, the number of planks formed would be
Number
22.
of
The
Ma'am,
least
it's
number
LCM.
of least possible number of planks. If 3 pieces of timber, 42 meter, 49 meter, and 63 meter long, have to be divided into planks of same length. So these pieces have to divided in the planks of same length. That is HCF of 3 numbers. Each length will be 7 meters. That is HCF, which is 7 meter. And they are asking actually the least possible number of planks.
Ma'am, the planks formed would be 22 number of.
Yes. So 42 meter. How many planks will be formed from 42 meter? 7, 6. 6 planks will be formed. Then in 49 second timber, 7 planks, and third timber 9 planks. So 6 plus 7 plus 9, 22. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All the questions everyone understood?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Now you have to upload all the questions. Till 88 questions are there, no? In that worksheet first chapter.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now all those you have to upload in Google Classroom.
Ma'am, but I've done like
Okay, ma'am.
two here and in the same notebook, but after each set of questions, there is like you have taught a concept. So should I take a pic of those
Yeah,
concepts?
that's also no problem.
Okay, ma'am.
Everything will be at one place. If you make a folder, then you can
Ma'am, I
find them
have
easily.
put up the homeworks or assignments that you had gave the last time. So the left questions that I've done in the notebook, I'll just click a picture and send it.
Yes, you can do that one as a second file. You can
Actually,
upload it.
I haven't got the worksheet. So
Yeah. Soumya, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can take it tomorrow. You can come and take it.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You don't upload immediately. I need to teach again. After that, you can.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Same for Mohit. And other students, you have to upload all your solutions for all these questions in Google Classroom.
Ma'am, the last part that you taught, irrational numbers, I have last 2 questions left. So after doing
After completing, you have to upload.
okay,
I'm
ma'am.
not telling today only. After completing that, you have to upload.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Question number 5, second one.
Question number 85th.
Out the test
Which
one,
one?
ma'am. Test one.
Yeah.
We have to find the number of places the decimal will end after, or we have to find the whole decimal expansion?
State whether the following rational number will have terminating decimal expansion or non-terminating decimal. Find the decimal expansion for after for terminating decimals.
So we have to write the decimal
expansion.
number.
Yeah, decimal number. Yeah, right.
And those questions from 72 to 82, which you told you will explain later, should we upload that also? Or?
You have already written, right? Few questions only left out.
Yes, ma'am, we have written till 72.
Yeah, till that only you upload.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, any doubt anyone has in this chapter?
No, ma'am.
No,
No,
That's
ma'am.
the end of chapter.
No, ma'am.
Next class we will start polynomials.
Ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Bye bye.